Yo guys, what is up? My name is Oasis. I make CS2 videos, and today we are talking about what kind of items you should be buying right now inside of Counter-Strike 2. With one of Valve's recent update adding a trade reversal feature, people can now get their scammed items back. However, the market was shaken up because traded items can no longer be opened or put into storage units. This affects case investors and mass case unboxers. Interestingly enough, we're seeing a widening gap between the prices of cases on the Steam market versus third-party marketplaces. Most of the volume has moved to the Steam market, causing them to reach all-time highs. Cases purchased through the Steam market can be unboxed and put into storage units. Prices on third-party marketplaces have been falling or staying stagnant. This is a great opportunity to add to our case investments, and I'm going to be going over what cases I'm buying later in the video. Additionally, the trade reversal feature slows down liquidity because third-party marketplaces have had to adapt by implementing a 7-day hold on funds after trades are completed. People panicked a bit and lost their confidence, causing about a 10% correction over 7 days. We've recovered slightly with people buying the dip, but we're still 8% off all-time highs. Dips in the market can be great buying opportunities for items with strong fundamentals. Valve really said, cheaters, don't care. Hit reg, good luck, bro. But hey, we're gonna get little Timmy his items back, him and his link-clicking friends. And the update that followed it did not make things any better. They attempted to overhaul many different weapons and knives pull-out animations. All they really did was make the gloves look crunchy like the sock I keep under my bed. And now we got rumors flying around about potential bidding systems using stars from the Armory Pass. And I even saw leaks about chickens as pets. This game might be turning into the spawn of Valorant and World of Warcraft, conceived on the Doritos table at a LAN event. While we may not know what updates Valve will do to their game next, I do know there's money to be made inside the Counter-Strike markets. Here's what you should be buying right now. First things first, rare cases. Only two things are certain in Counter-Strike: losing all your placement games in Premier, and people love to gamble. Rare cases are the most fundamentally sound investment inside of Counter-Strike. When looking at what case to invest in, we need to take a couple things into account. The 29 different cases inside of the rare drop pool only make up 1% of all cases dropped in a month. If we assume 25 million monthly unique players in Counter-Strike at a 1% drop rate, and let's say they get their case 3 out of the 4 weeks in the month, there are 750,000 rare drop pool cases dropped in a month. But then we have to divide that by the 29 different cases within the rare drop pool, leaving us with an estimate of 25,000 of each rare drop pool case dropped in a month. Now that we understand where the supply level is at, we need to know where the demand is. To do this, we look at the case unboxing numbers. According to CSGO Case Tracker, the rare case with the most unboxings last month was the Snakebite case with 730,000. The Snakebite is the newest case to be added to the rare drop pool, and it's one of my top investments right now due to the fact that it's the cheapest rare case to open. Additionally, it has good mid-tier gloves to chase after like the Nox and the Snow Leopards, as well as super popular play skins inside. The demand for this case is definitely there, so this is a good time to buy, and if any dips happen, it's one that I'm going to be loading up on. The next case that I think is a great investment right now is going to be the Prisma 2. This case has insane unboxing numbers of 480,000 last month. The Prisma 2 case is one of my favorites in all of Counter-Strike due to the fact that it has an M4, a Glock, and an AK skin inside. Additionally, the chase knives are incredibly popular with the Doppler finishes on the Talon and the Stiletto. This case is still relatively cheap to open with third-party marketplace listings below $1.50 and Steam market prices at about $2.30. The price of these cases will continue to climb as people keep demolishing the supply numbers. Between the Prisma 1 and Prisma 2 case, there's almost 850,000 of these being consumed every month. Next up, I'm buying the Chroma 2 case. This case contains insane chase knives in the M9 Bayonet Doppler and the Karambit Doppler. These are some of the nicest looking skins in all of Counter-Strike, and they're incredibly rare. The price tag on some of these knife skins is over $15,000. This one is a classic for anyone that's doing massive case unboxings, especially like the big YouTubers and streamers that we've seen so much recently. Unboxing numbers last month for the Chroma 2 were 219,000. That's ridiculous for a case that's almost $4 on third-party marketplaces and $5.50 on the Steam market. They say you can't buy happiness. Clearly, they've never unboxed a knife before. Why the Chroma 2 specifically, you might be asking? It's at a much cheaper price point than the Chroma 1 case, and I think the skins inside are way better than the Chroma 3. Another couple honorable mentions in the rare case market would be the Danger Zone and the Clutch case. The Clutch case is the second most unboxed case at 550,000 in the last month. Additionally, it has chase items like the Vice Gloves and the Omegas. Also, shout out Overprints. The Danger Zone case is incredibly popular at 500,000 unboxed in the last month. It has popular play skins inside of it, and it has the OG finishes for the Talon knife and the stiletto. I personally am a bigger fan of the Prisma and the Chroma cases due to their Doppler finish knives. However, the numbers do not lie. The clutch case and the danger zone are great investments too. The next thing we're going to talk about is the Armory Pass. It was originally released October 2nd, 2024. It's coming up on its 1-year anniversary in a few months, and I believe that is when they're going to release new content. Until then, there's a couple areas of interest inside of the Armory itself. First off, an insanely overlooked way that I made an easy $500 when they updated the Armory last. We're going to be buying Armory Passes, collecting stars, and then saving them to spend on new content when it's released. It's so easy, and it's crazy to think that it comes from literally just playing the game. We're going to be redeeming our stars for cases the first day the new case gets released. These cases sell for well over $2 for multiple days after their 7-day trade hold. And we're going to have hundreds of stars saved to cash in on those the first day the update comes out. For people that don't have any self-control, or they want to invest outside of the stars themselves, we're largely going into speculation territory. But your safest bet, if you have a long time horizon, is going to be the cases. Last month alone, almost 1.2 million gallery cases was unboxed, and almost 12 million fever cases were opened. So the demand is definitely there, but the supply as of right now is basically infinite. However, if one of these were to get removed, it would be an amazing investment opportunity. On third-party marketplaces, these cases are trading around 60 cents, which is kind of ridiculous considering that each star from the Armory Pass is valued at about 40 cents. If you think they're going to remove the gallery case in the next update, then it may be wise to buy some now. However, I'd like to wait for confirmation, and I'm not going to be buying any until I see it removed. Additionally, if any of the charms, stickers, or collections get removed with an update, you should jump in immediately. For the charms, stick to those rare and bright color patterns for the semi-precious and the AK diecast. For the collections, I'd try to get as many factory new light blue and blue skins from the Overpass and the Sport and Field collection. These historically perform the best as they consume 10 at a time when people do trade-up contracts for the M4 Fade and the AKB the Monster. For the stickers, I'd get the blues inside the Elemental Craft sticker collection. These have a bunch of water and flame shapes that'll be used for years in many new sticker crafts to come. So overall, just to reiterate, I wouldn't jump in on any of the collections until we see them get removed from the Armory. If you want to invest in the Armory right now, I'd suggest just hoarding stars or redeeming cases to hold for the long term. Next up, we got trade up filler skins. We're going to be buying trade up filler skins from discontinued collections. These skins have strong fundamentals just like rare cases because 10 of them are consumed to create one output. The best collection for trade up filler skins right now is going to be the Train collection. The Train collection is all the way from 2013, and it's a rare collection because its industrial grade light blue skins only have 2 mil-spec blue outputs. And those 2 blue mil-spec outputs only have 1 purple restricted output. Fundamentally, this is one of the strongest collections for trade-up filler skins, and the price point we can enter at right now is great. You can get most of these 6 skins for 40 cents or less in factory new on third-party marketplaces, and about 56 to 60 cents on the Steam market. Additionally, staying on trade-up filler skins, you also could go for the blue rarity weapons from high-tier collections, all of which have seen some price retracement lately since the hype has kind of slowed down. Most notably, the Norse collection, St. Mark's, Cobblestone, Ancient, and Canals. These skins have great fundamentals, they trade up into some of the most legendary skins in Counter-Strike, and their supply is only ever dwindling. Also, you could go for purple trade-up filler skins such as the AK Emerald Pinstripe and the P2000 Amber Fade. These purples only have 1 pink output, so they're great to have when new skins come out in the Armory or in a new case. Overall, your best investments in Counter-Strike are going to be the consumable items with high demand. The rare cases just can't keep up with the rate at which they're being opened. Trade-up filler skins are being destroyed 10 at a time with their supply slowly dwindling. You can get guaranteed profits by stacking Armory stars and selling new items when they get released, or you can hunt those speculative bets that might go nowhere or they might give you insane profit. Overall, a quick note before I end the video, Counter-Strike's player count has been going down the last couple months. This is normal. We usually see big spikes when there's hype and eyes on the game. Just recently, we had all those case unboxings. We had the Austin Major. It doesn't have me worried at all. Times like these are accumulation periods. If we do see prices start to slowly dwindle down, I think those will be great times to just consolidate and keep getting as many as you can. Hopefully, through the end of the year, prices will stay low and we can see a big spike next year with some new content added. We're not really sure what Valve's going to bring next. The only thing I can foresee is that in October, we might get some updates to the Armory. That's it for today, boys. Make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see more. Go ahead and comment down below. Let me know what you're investing in this month. I love to read the comments and I respond to all of them. My name's Oasis and I love spending money on pixels.